All right, Faramir, what do you need me to do now? Your friends can rest easy for the moment, Warden, but rest shall not soon come to me. Even in this form beyond death, I have done naught to stop the countless horrors I have witnessed, and I can bear it no longer. The fallen man of Numenor, Buru Goth, perverts the banner of my father and kills without mercy, and the Wainriders that rose in answer to the strife in these lands have slain the men of your company with fear alone. These two foes stand in defiance of Gondor on the hills of Dagorlad, and there remains no force to stop them. Yet I believe that I have found the means to set our foes upon each other. However, such a ruse demands swaying the attention of the Wainriders, and that shall be no simple task. Yeah, that shall be no simple task. So, let's see what I can find down in this area first to scout the place out. And if I remember correctly, this is one of the areas I was asked to check out. Yeah, I'll have to report to Aragorn on that matter. Wait a moment, what's this? Oh! Oh! Wait a moment! Mounted! He didn't say I had to bring my horse with me. Ah. Well, this is going to be painful. Well, yeah. I guess the dog doesn't see it. Ah, well. Probably wondering, what in the world am I doing? Alright, there you go. Well, just go away. Will ya, please? Well. Now, let's... There are more of these all over the place. Ah! Yeah, let's get out of here. That's nasty. Ooh, the very terror of the place. That's worse than being near a Nazgul, which is saying quite a bit. That is a really terrible spot. As I have feared, it seems only the Wainriders themselves can stand upon the hill without succumbing to terror. I had hoped you would not encounter such resistance from the Wainriders before even confronting them, but it seems our cause grows more desperate. I may know a way to allow you to travel to Dol Akarn without hindrance, but it shall not be an easy task. Tell me, Faramir, when's the last time you given me an easy task? I know you've got forever to think about it, but I don't. I have looked upon the faces of the Wainriders of Dol Akarn, and though many of them are lost in my memory, one has never been forgotten. It is the face of their chieftain, the face of the man who slew me. Even now I remember facing down the Wainrider chieftain with the Northmen. All at once it felt as if each of us stood alone in the battle against him and his kin. After his horse and chariot became stranded in the marshes, he ran me down himself, and I could not flee in the shallows. The mud and murk held my feet, and soon he was upon me. I fell, and the blood of the king's line spilled upon the marshes. My folly has grown a terrible defeat into no less than a disaster for my people. His spear tasted the blood of Numenor, and he knew the victory he had won over Gondor could not be contested by any man. Such a triumph grew a great arrogance within him, and as your friend Artemir told us, his death soon followed. You must gain an audience with the Wainwriter chieftain if our ruse is to succeed. But it seems you shall find no such kindness without bearing a trinket of their people. I would have you seek out the very spear that slew me in the marshes to the north. It is unlikely they would yield even once you bear it, but it is the only means we have to speak to their master. Finding a spear in these reeds is like finding a needle in a haystack. And all I see right now are reeds and lights, lights and reeds, and swampy water, mud, all sorts of nasty stuff. And I'm supposed to find a spear in this place. An old spear. It's probably rotted 1,000 years ago. Yeah. Where would it be? Oh. And of course we got these crazy candles that like to attack you. All over the place. Now, where will we find a spear? Maybe I should just bring him one of my old spears and say that's it. Nah, that won't fool Faramir. Hang on, what's this? Well, here's an old spear. It's rusted at least. Well, might even be from the same time period. Now, whether or not it actually hurt Faramir any or anything like that, I have no idea, but it's the best I'm gonna do. I'm out of here. Here we are, Faramir. I found the spear. Yes, Pineleaf. That is the one. It is rotted and rusted with the passage of time, but it can be no other. I can feel the spear piercing my chest anew, even now. This pain. It cannot stop me now. It is time our ruse is tested. Let us see if the chieftain's weapon of old might be wielded against him, Pineleaf. What, you want me to go into combat with a rusted spear against a spirit? I'm not too sure this is going to work. Through all the years I wandered the wastes, I felt as if a great fog surrounded me, blinding my sight and clouding my mind. Whether it was born of confusion, fear, or the pains of this curse, I cannot say. I had centuries to overcome this illusion, and never did I succeed until I was convinced of my folly by you and Artemir. Do you understand? As I once did, the Wainwriters must now suffer the same sickness of the mind. They are men outside their time and age, and the truths of their past are all they shall see fit to believe. As the men of Gondor were in the time of the Wainwriters, Burdgoth the Bloodletter is a man of Numenor. Although the Numenorians were once one people, their fates were divided through the influence of the Dark Lord. The faithful defied Sauron and believed not his lies, but many others fell to evil and became known as Black Numenorians. And Burdgoth is but one of them in service of the Dark Lord. Even with how far he has fallen, He cannot deny his heritage, and the blood he shares with my people of old. I understand you may have heard these tales, my friend, but this shared lineage might be turned to our advantage. To a man of Gondor, the history of Numenor is great and terrible. Yet to a foe of our peoples, such tales and truths are but a trifle. A hatred so blind does not measure the goodness or evil in men. The Wainwriters of Dol Akarn need only understand that a man in Numenor flies the banner of the king of Gondor, and of their hated foe, Ondohir. My friend, go to Dol Akarn and call forth their chieftain. He must be convinced of Buradagat's heritage and the banner he bears. If you succeed, his deeds, good or ill, shall be but a whisper in the ears of their hatred calls them to battle. Alright, so I need to go and find the chieftain of the Wainwriters. Ooh, fun. This is really going to be fun. I really hope I could get inside this place. First, I guess I could test it by going against this guy here. Let's see. And yeah. Well, I think it might be useful if I brought my pony with me. I suspect that once inside the place, it will be more of a problem than a help. So, maybe I better not take the time and go back and get my... I'm sure Lightning would be a lot happier not to be around all these ghosts. Alright, there you go. There you go. Now, let's see if we could find a few more ghosts and find this chieftain. Barrett, this is a really nasty place. I think you better run off and... Well, if you can tell the rangers that I'm on a mission, do so. Don't know if they understand dog or not. But I think I need to face some very nasty spirits. I have no trouble remembering Jav's name. Why did I call him Lightning before? Ah! Alright, this is going to be real fun. Well, at least I don't have to fight the ghost horses that are here. Or the or the ghostly chariots. Ah, strange place. I mean, I have run to spirit people before, but spirit chariots. Strange. Well, oh, and of course, spirit flags. It goes. What could be more complete than spirit flags all over the place? Yeah. So let's go and clear these guys out and find this chief. Perhaps their chief is up here. Well, that doesn't look nice. Looks like a chief's place if I've ever seen one, though. What's this wheel? Probably to one of their wains? Hang on. You are bold to challenge me. Let me see if you have bravery to match. It's matched by your skill. Okay, okay. Ow, 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 ow. You hurt. I take it you're the chieftain then? Well, I'll see what I can do. We've learned a few things since your time. Don't know what it is, but I'm sure we've learned a thing or two since your time. Yeah, had enough? Look, I just wanted to have a little talk. Right? Yeah, it's just a little conversation. Yeah, well, just wanted to tell you something. Ah, yeah. Hello? You have my attention, halfling. You stand before Zarnashu of the Wayne Riders. Speak quickly, or I shall remove you from my sight. Oh, well, I just want to say that there is this Numenorian called Buragash who has come to the waste, and he stands upon the western hill over there in defiance of the Wayne Riders and their banner of Gondor. Gondorian dogs! No matter how many we slay, they rise again anew. They think themselves our betters, but we do not shrink from battle so easily. Ha! Ready the wains and chariots, men! Gondor shall breathe its last this day, and the men in Numenor shall finally be vanquished. Yet, why would one such as you offer us knowledge of our greatest foe? I don't understand. But I shall not dismiss this information. Go, halfling. Warn this Burdagash if you must, but do not attempt to stand between us and our prey. Yes, sir. Well, at least we've dealt with him. Now, I need to deal with these spirits and get out of here. Alright, Fairmare, I've spoken with the chieftain, and I think he's riled at them. Our ruse may yet succeed, Pineleaf, but the Wayne Riders do not sound like any ally of ours, even after we offered them the location of their hated foe. It seems time cannot change some men. They are ever the stubborn folk they once were. Now, my friend, we must move against the bloodletter while the Wayne Riders prepare, else all shall be lost. And what shall we do against the bloodletter? We will find that out in the next episode of Pineleaf in Gondor.